Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to hang out with us today. If you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at DrizzlerWorks Music, or just click on the link in this video. There we have calming and study music to chill out to or for your next grind. Your support helps us reach good people like yourself. So with that said, have you ever noticed how some people manage to move through life almost effortlessly? They make sharp decisions, spot opportunities before others, avoid the obvious traps, and generally give the impression they're several laps ahead in the race. If you've ever wondered why, here's the truth. They're not necessarily smarter, luckier, or even more experienced than the average person. What they are doing, however, is applying principles, mindsets, and habits that most people either ignore or underestimate. And that's what we're going to break down today. Timeless strategies, science-backed insights, and practical techniques that will allow you to outsmart 90% of people, not through manipulation, but by seeing the world more clearly than they do. Let's begin with something deceptively simple: awareness. The vast majority of people are not actually paying attention. They think they are, but their minds run in background autopilot mode. People scroll endlessly, consume without thinking, and talk more than they listen. And this single fact gives you an edge if you notice it. Training yourself to slow down, to actually listen between the words, and to observe with intention is like putting on glasses in a blurry world. You start catching details about people's moods, their real intentions, or small business opportunities that just float by unnoticed to everyone else. Now let's build on that. Strategic patience. Most people are distracted by instant gratification. And this isn't just about scrolling social media, it's about their entire approach to life. They want results at the speed of an app download. They want wealth without discipline, a relationship without effort, recognition without hard work. And this becomes their vulnerability. People who can resist the urge for the quick reward and instead play the long game are almost unstoppable. This is true in investing, in careers, in relationships, and even in daily habits. Outsmarting the majority is less about sprinting faster and more about pacing yourself smarter. Here's another edge: your information diet. Most people's brains are stuffed like an unorganized garage. Piles of random content, gossip, outrage, clickbait headlines, and surface-level advice. Then they wonder why they can't focus or make original decisions. But the select few who curate what gets in become sharper. If you want to stand out, consume less, but consume better. Pick books, long-form ideas, and content that stretches your thinking. This is like choosing to eat nutrients instead of junk food. The brain craves direction as much as the body. By managing your intellectual inputs, you build mental clarity in a world of noise. Let's move further. First principles thinking. This concept can truly revolutionize your problem solving. Instead of reasoning by analogy, where you copy what others are doing, strip things down to the fundamentals and rebuild from scratch. Ask, what do I absolutely know to be true? What are the assumptions hiding behind this? When you do this, you discover possibilities that blind followers never see. Entrepreneurs use this to create breakthroughs, but you can apply it to your career, your health, even your personal choices. Now here's where you gain yet another advantage: questioning defaults. Most people follow mental scripts that were handed to them about finances, relationships, careers, even happiness. They mimic patterns, often without realizing those patterns don't serve them. By simply pausing and asking, why do I believe this? Who benefits if I think this way? You instantly step into rare air. Outsmarting people isn't about outmuscling them. It's about realizing that most of their actions aren't independently chosen, they're replications. Once you see this, everything changes. And let's talk about framing. The way you frame a situation determines how it feels and what decisions flow from it. Most people suffer because they accept the default frame. They see failure as shame, setback as catastrophe, uncertainty as threat. But you can flip the frame: failure as tuition, setbacks as training, uncertainty as possibility. While most are paralyzed, you move forward with clarity, simply by shifting perspective. Want another edge? Mastering silence in communication. This is powerful. Because so many people feel the urge to fill every gap with words, silence becomes uncomfortable to them. If you hold it, if you stay calm and leave space, people often reveal more than they intended. They show their cards, disclose their doubts, or even undermine themselves. This is a psychological edge very few exploit. Next, mental models. These are frameworks for simplifying decisions and understanding the world. The majority rely only on instinct or random advice. But you, by adopting tested models like Pareto principle, 80-20th rule, opportunity cost, second-order thinking, easily separate yourself. Mental models give you shortcuts to wisdom that compound over time. Consider second-order consequences. Average thinkers ask, what happens if I do this? Smart thinkers ask, and then what? The ability to look past immediate effects into the ripple outcomes instantly makes you rarer than most. People jump into jobs, trends, or conflicts because they only think one step ahead. When you pause to forecast 2 or 3 layers deeper, you avoid mistakes they walk straight into. And this leads to another principle: control of emotion. Outsmarting others isn't just about knowledge, it's about regulation. Anger, envy, pride, or fear cloud judgment. Most people react emotionally first and rationally later, if at all. If you reverse it, processing, then choosing, you suddenly operate from calm while others spiral. This applies in business, negotiations, even casual debates. Staying emotionally steady is in itself a superpower in a world addicted to reactivity. Think about time now. Leverage it differently. Many equate productivity with busyness, but productivity is about direction, not speed. Most people will spend decades working harder, never stopping to ask if they're climbing the wrong ladder. Outsmarting them means noticing where the leverage points are. Skills you can stack, tools you can automate, networks you can maintain. 1 smart hour with leverage beats 10 frantic hours without it. One last mental advantage lies in self-education. The school system may have shaped people, but it's lifelong learners who dominate later. By simply committing to continuous growth, self-taught skills, experimenting with new tools, absorbing deep knowledge, you place yourself among the top fraction of prepared minds. And when opportunity crosses paths with preparation, the result is indistinguishable from luck. At the end of the day, outsmarting 90% of people isn't about arrogance or superiority. It's about discipline, clarity, and perspective. The habits are rare not because they're impossible, but because they require awareness and intention. And if you even practice half of what we've covered, strategic patience, observation, curated information, first principles thinking, framing, emotional composure, you will already be standing in a mindset where most can't compete. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I have more videos, so feel free to watch them as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.